Hello guys, in this tutorial I will show you how to create this effect in simple steps. So we'll be using the Fusion page in DaVinci Resolve. If you have no idea on using the Fusion page, then you can subscribe to this channel because next week I'll be dropping a video that will be covering the basics of Fusion, the main nodes, the nodes you should focus on, and how nodes work in Fusion. So having said that, let's jump into this tutorial quickly. So guys, the first thing you have to do is set up your 3D space because this is a 3D effect. So we have to create a 3D scene. For us to achieve that, we have to work with some nodes. One of the nodes is it converts your 2D image or your 2D object into 3D so that it can be rendered as 3D. So now we'll be using a text. So we'll be using the text 3D as our text because we are working on a 3D space. So this is our media out, this is our text 3D. So you add image plane 3D. So this is your image plane 3D. Now this is your mesh 3D. This is your image plane 3D. So on this image plane 3D now we'll be adding a background node. This is a 2D background, so we have to convert this into 3D. So with this image plane 3D, we can convert this now to a 3D image. So by connecting this to this node, we have been able to convert this from 2D to 3D. So now let's open this other window here so we can see what we are doing. So click on this and drag. Automatically you can see that our background is now in a 3D space. We need the camera 3D. Camera 3D. Yeah, so add this to our merge. If you notice, we are adding the camera 3D, the text 3D, and the background node which we have connected to the image plane 3D to the mesh 3D. That's because we want all of this to be subjected to this camera. We want the camera to be able to control the movement of both the text and the background at the same time. So now what you have to do is to connect this to render 3D node. What the render 3D node does is that it renders all our nodes directly to our media out as a 3D scene. So here is our render 3D node. Now we have to connect it to our media out by dragging and connecting this to this node. So guys, now we have our 3D space set. But if you notice, okay, let's type in something here first. Let's say text. Okay. If you notice, you can't see our text. The reason is because our camera is close to the background. So the theory here is that the further the camera, the more environment it will capture. So all we have to do is take our camera backwards. Okay, now you can see that our text has revealed itself. Now to adjust the background and make sure it fits to this space, to cover up this empty space, we have to go to the image plane 3D and increase the scale like this. Increase the scale like this, then come to our camera, bring it backwards to fit this space. Then the text node, we have to adjust it, bring it forward, bring it down. So let's keep it here. Let's reduce the space. Let's reduce the size rather. So let's bring the size down, something like this. Take it up a bit. Yeah, somewhere here. So here is okay. Cool. You can change the color if you want. Let's use something like this. Okay. Let's use this. So now for us to give this text a 3D look, head over to extrusion, then adjust the settings to your preference. Okay, you uncheck front because we only want this extrusion to have effect on the back of our text, which is very professional and unique. So now you can use the custom tab if you want to add more beveled edges to your text. So let's give our text two different colors. to achieve this, you have to head over to your shading tab, uncheck the use one material. Automatically you can see that our text is now having two colors. Now you can use a different color at the front and a different color at the back, making it a very unique 3D text. You can say this is not looking bad. Let's just leave it like that. So to create our lighting effects, you hit shift spacebar and type point light, point light, point light. Yeah, this is the point light, and you merge it to the 3D merge. Click on your render, click on lighting, then go to your lights and drag it to the front of your subject this way. Now you can go to the intensity, reduce the intensity this way. You can click on linear and make some adjustments. Okay, this is cool. You can change the color to something cinematic, something like this is okay. Something okay, cool. If you want to transform and adjust the position. So now to create an animation on this lights, we have to go to the beginning of our timeline and create a point on the x-axis and move forward to a certain point on our timeline and create a new point. Go back to the beginning and adjust this. Let's push it out from our text and let's play back and see. So our text came in from the other side and we viewed our text, so we can also move it this other way to complete the animation. So you just have to create a new point by adjusting the value this way. Automatically the animation has been created. So this is what we have. Cool. Right, so for the zoom in animation, we have to use the camera 3D to achieve this. So click on the camera 3D, go to your transform, go to the beginning of your timeline, create a point on the z-axis, then move to a certain point that you want your camera animation to end. Let's say somewhere here. Create another point, then go back to the beginning of your timeline, then take this closer to your text somewhere here. You can see the camera at the front of the text there. So now let's play back and see. So this is our animation already done. You can also give some cool animation to the camera. You can say you can adjust the rotation of the camera for more cinematic look. Okay, let's turn it this way. You can see our camera is already turning. Now let's play back and see how it would look like. So yeah, so you can see some empty spaces within the background. So with the transform 3D node, you can adjust the size of the background and cover up the empty spaces. So now let's play back and see. So these are cool text animation already. It's looking cool already. So now to add the liquid effect, we have to go to our edit page and search for fast noise. Drag it to fusion layer, go to this inspector window, change it to water surface and make some adjustments to your preference. Thank you for watching, and if this video was helpful to you, please hit the subscribe button, like and drop a comment. Thanks.